the fuck is up, my britches? If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and today's video is going to be a part 2 to my Sephora haul that I posted yesterday. We're gonna do a Sephora haul try-on of a bunch of goodies that I got during the spring savings event. So, if you guys missed yesterday's video, you can feel free to go back and watch my haul. It's a whole hot mess. But we spent some money at Sephora yesterday. And we got a lot of stuff to go through. So I figure I have, not necessarily like full face, but I have enough where I could, you know, make this a get ready with me, chitty chat. You guys already know. So before I get into it, if you guys are watching this video in the playback, I would recommend watching at like a 2x speed. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up or thumbs it down. That's cool too. And hello to all the britches in the live chat. What's good? What's poppin'? All aboard the Hot Mess Express, everybody. It's bound to be a whole shit show. And I did post on my Instagram story. I asked you guys what products that you guys wanted me to feature because I didn't realize how many like overlapping products that I had, and especially blushes. I didn't realize I got like 5, 6 blushes. I did not come here to be judged, all right? This is a safe space. I want to know what you guys picked up, what you guys recommend, all the things. Have you guys tried anything that you picked up yet? We're going to chat along the way. I'm just going to jump right into it because we're going to be here for a minute. So I was looking through everything and I'm like, I didn't get any like eye products. So I was going to ask you guys if you wanted me to use like the Natasha Denona Bloom, if you guys wanted to see me apply the Patrick Ta, or I have these Armani tints. Since the sale is still going on, if you guys didn't know and have been living under a rock, I mean, let's just pull this up once again. So the spring savings event, it's from the 4th to the 14th. Rouge members are the only ones with access today. And starting on the 8th, VIBs have access with 15% off. The 8th starts the insiders with 10% off. Use code SAVEMORE at checkout. Don't forget, you can also shop on Sephora Kohl's. This will apply on there as well. Debbie says, no judgment here. I have already spent $1,000. It's a fucking vibe. Like, I'm getting so attacked by some people I posted on my TikTok today. And it was like a trend that's going around or whatever, so I obviously related it to the Sephora sale. It's basically asking people like unhinged things. So I just said like, what did you buy? How much have you spent and all that stuff? And people are like, yo, y'all need to stop buying makeup at Sephora, like for real. And I'm just like, good thing nobody asked. Let's see. Tried the Prada Pansy Palette and Westman Blush Duo today. What do you think of it? What's poppin'? I went back to a different store. See, I do the same shit. Like, I went to a Sephora Kohl's, then I went to the Sephora. I have so much fun during the sale. Anyways, let's jump into it. You guys give me your feedback on the eye product that you guys want me to see while I'm prepping my eye. I'm going to start with my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. I don't have a favorite that is at Sephora as far as for eye base. I would highly recommend this one from Gerard Cosmetics simply because I like that it has like a concealer consistency. And it really mutes out everything, but this will last a very, very good amount of time. Let's see. Loved both. Oh, I love that for you. That's the best part. Like when you buy things and you're just like, I'm risking it all buying this stuff. But then when you love it, it's even better. Let's see. I have a cart over 1,000 and I'm not even an influencer. I'm trying to take shit out, but I want everything. See, that's where I tell people, I'm like, don't feel like you need to go out and buy like a whole bunch of stuff. Like I spent lots of money. But I also do content and stuff like that. So it's like, don't let me influence you to just buy. If anything, use my videos as a tool of like what you want to prioritize. Or just say, fuck it, YOLO, and buy it. I'm not going to judge. I try to be conscious of those types of things, though, because, I know like the economy's not great and all that stuff. And, food is more important than makeup. But I also love makeup. I love buying makeup. I love talking about it. So I'm also going to encourage you guys. Like, if you want it and you want to treat yourself, fucking do it. Oh, the UK still doesn't get Sephora sales? That's so fucking annoying. Debbie. She's like, you fucking influence me every time. I don't do it on purpose. I try to help. I don't need anything. I just want it. Exactly. Okay, I'm just going to use the Bloom palette because I feel like this is one if you were interested in getting it, this is the first time that I have seen it on sale. I thought about using the Pat McGrath palette, but I think I've done enough videos on that damn palette. I do like it, but I haven't talked about this, I don't think, like, at all. So this is very spring appropriate, so I feel like people will be into it, and if you guys are interested in it, you're lucking out right now, and you're going to see me use it. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to go with, like, the vibe of the shirt. So we got, like, oranges, reds. I think I'm going to go in first with the shade Floss. We'll use this one first, see how this goes. I think I've only used this palette, like, twice now. I do like it. I do think, though, that something has changed in Natasha Denona in the formulas. I think they're still good. Don't get it twisted. They're just not what they used to be. And that's the only downfall. I can buy the pretty things. Oh, I will survive. I can buy the pretty things and forego meals. You know what? It's fine. Nobody's judging. Happy Saturday, everybody. I keep forgetting it's the weekend because I'm so used to being at my bar on weekends. And the fact that I don't have to be there tonight is glorious. I have a full staff. Like, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, all right, if I have a full staff, I do not need to be there. So, guys, keep telling me, what have you guys picked up? What's the feedback we've gotten so far? Because I know y'all are just as crazy as me and were in store yesterday. I'm not loving this blend. And I know it's not the brush. I use this brush all the time. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. I just feel like the formulas aren't the same. But this is still a good palette. I'm not going to say that it's not. At least by the few times that I've used it. I still do like it. I'm just like... I just remember back in the day when Natasha Denona palettes were, like, unmatched. Like the Biba palette. I always talk about that one, but it truly is the best. So glad the bar is doing well. Thanks, girl. I've gotten to the point where I'm like, the bar's doing good. It maintains itself. And all the staff that I have, I already know that I could trust them. Like, they're all, like, day oneers. The only one that's not there from day one is one of them. So I have a really great staff. And it's like everybody knows what the fuck they're doing at this point. Or at least they should. But it's going good. And it's a lot of fun. It's also very stressful at the same time. But it's also a lot of fun. I knew going into it would be stressful. It's just some days are definitely better than others. But I really like this like colorway that we have going on right now. Have you guys been entertained by any other like Sephora, or I shouldn't say entertained, have you guys been influenced? Like, are you feeling yourself seeing products continuously talked about and it makes you want to buy them? Because I'm starting to like watch all my Sephora recommendations and then watch everybody's like their haul videos and stuff, because I love watching hauls and things like that, because I always just wait to see if somebody drops something that I'm like, ooh, I haven't heard anybody talk about that. So I'm curious on what you guys are seeing in just the videos that you guys are consuming. I got the new Hourglass shades of the concealer, backup of the K18, and the new Huda setting spray. Have you tried the Huda setting spray? We're going to use that today. Look how pretty this is. I just feel I think this is what it is. The metallics are not as like punchy as what they used to be, or at least in my mind. I just feel like the metallics used to be way more just like bam in your face. They're, I think, more ideal for if you have like mature lids and stuff. They're very flattering. Very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Approachable? Maybe that's the right one. Influence, yes, but you are by far the most entertaining. Every time you guys say that, when I had people leaving comments, they're like, oh my god, I'm so glad you're back and doing videos. I'm like, it's just a fucking mess, guys. I'm glad I entertain you, but I'll rewatch the videos because I'll have to rewatch them to like link stuff and all that fun stuff. And I'm just like, I don't understand how you guys watch my shit. But I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. That's ultimately all that matters. The damn Kosas loose powder I don't need. Everyone is talking about it. I think it is a nice powder. It's not my favorite powder of all time, but it is a nice powder. This is why I wanted to ask you guys, like, are you feeling influenced and maybe I could help make your decision for you. We shall see. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave the eyes right now. It's cute, natural, everyday appropriate. But like I said, this is like a $65, $68 palettes. That's a good opportunity to take advantage of the 20%. Because I feel like Natasha Denona does have sales, but they're usually like 20%. And it's not really on new items. I got this like wicked eye booger right now. And it's... There we go. I think I got it. Squirrel moment, because now I don't remember what I was saying. Let's just move on. We're going to go to primer now. We're going to start with the face. So, this one, I posted a TikTok, and I'm like, I feel like nobody knows that this is launched. Because if you're looking at the Hourglass display, you're going to see this and probably look right past it, because you're not going to think that it's new. This just launched like 2 days ago, I think. This is the Illusion Priming Moisturizer. I'm going to pull this up in... if I can get to it relatively quickly. Let's see, Illusion Primer. So this is technically I'm going to say it's a moisturizing primer. And I did a swatch on my hand yesterday. If you want to see like the visual of what it looks like in the store, I'll just show you guys now. Don't even bother. I was going to say, if you want to go look at the fucking TikTok, you can. I know a lot of you guys on here, though, don't really get down with TikTok, so I'm just going to pull it up on here. Let's see if I can show you. A priming moisturizer that instantly nourishes and hydrates for soft, supple skin that's perfectly prepped for makeup application. So, it's a priming moisturizer, like you get it, okay? I love this type of packaging because I'm so used to this type of packaging for the airbrush primer. That's the only, I would say, downfall of it, though, is if I had both in my collection, I could easily... like misinterpret each one. I'm not noticing much of a fragrance. Like, I feel like it's got like a lotion-y fragrance to it. It feels like a lotion. It feels like it's got like a little bit of slipperiness to it. It feels almost like a lotion, but not yet a cream. Almost like a consistency right in between there. I just really want to lather this face up. Like, if you have dry skin, I think this is where it's going to be most ideal, is for the dry skin girlies, because it is very hydrated. Look at how just hydrated my skin looks after applying that. If you're watching and you want to go back, just look at the difference between what my skin looked like before and what it looks like after. I'm going to apply this side to my hand, and then I'll compare them too, so you could see the visual before and after. It just feels like a really nice... So this is without, this is with. It just gives you that little bit of glow. Look at, closed out the rings. Watch out, guys. I went to the gym today. Today was a struggle. It's not like a overly like illuminating primer or anything like that. Like, it just feels moisturizing. But it feels very, very, very moisturized. Like, again, it's got like a slippery sort of texture. So, yeah, we'll see how everything lays on top of it. I could see the dry skin girlies really liking that. Okay, so that was it for primer. Now I'm going to go in with my concealers. So I initially posted on my my Insta story. I asked you guys between the Kosas Revealer Extra Bright Color Corrector and then the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. I'm going to use both because I'm like, duh, Brittany, you can use both. One's a corrector, one's a concealer. So I feel like I might have gotten the wrong shade on this one. And the feedback that I have heard on this one specifically is people usually like this more than the concealer. Supposedly, they're supposed to have, like, the same formula, but I guess they don't. I don't fucking know. I'm just solely going by what I see people I follow online. Like, I'm influenced just like you guys are. So, I'm just going based off of what they say. And Erica Taylor is the one that I always hear talking about this. And she was always saying how she hates the original concealer, but she loves this product. So we shall see how this goes. I see Debbie says, now I want this primer. So here's the dealio. It's like, if you're wanting to get it and you're wanting to get it because it's new, this would be a good time to get the Hourglass primer because it's new and Hourglass never goes on sale. That is so brightening and pigmented, it almost makes me nervous. But since we're going to add a concealer on top of it, like, I'm somebody that doesn't really have the under eye darkness, which is why I'm like, do I really need a product like this? But it's blending out very nicely. And it does have a lot of brightening. The brightening aspect is what I'm really into right now. I feel like I maybe should have gotten like the peachy tone one. But we're going to see how everything lays on top of it. But that is pigmented. The Estee Lauder, my holy grail now. It's so bomb and I'm picky about my concealers. See, I'm so curious because this is what always happens to me. I always hear people recommending concealers. Like, prime example. Everybody always raves about the Hourglass concealer. And I'm like, I don't fucking get it. I feel like I never like the concealers that are really popular. So I'm so curious about this. And if you're wondering, I just see Debbie, or no, it wasn't Debbie, it was Paula. She asked about the brush. This is a prototype that I'm testing for one of my favorite brush brands. So it's not yet released. I'm testing it, and I've already told her, like, don't fucking touch it. I have fallen so hard in love with Crystal E Cosmetics brushes. So if you ever see, like, these blue handle brushes, that's the brand. I have an affiliate link down below. But there's, like, the K21, the K1. These brushes, like, they're fucking amazing brushes. All right, let me look and see how this is looking on my skin right now, because where's my little mirror? What the fuck? I want to just see if it's, like, creasing or anything like that. It looks very hydrating. This is the downfall, and I want to make sure everybody is abundantly aware of this. This is the first time that I'm trying all of these products together. So this is purely a first impression. Sometimes products will manipulate other products. So when I'm looking at my under eye right now, I'm like, okay, it looks very moisturized, but I don't know if that is because of the primer that's underneath. So this is like the things you should be mindful of when you're watching first impressions. Sometimes other products will make them look a certain way. So just be mindful. But I feel like this has a beautiful radiance to it. This is looking nice. It's not creasing yet, which is also good. Let's move on. Now we've got the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. Now, I'm nervous about this one because I love the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation when I first apply it, but as it sits on my skin, it looks awful. So, the under eyes are looking great right now. This could possibly change it, but this is what I would do on top of a corrector anyways. I wouldn't leave this bright pink look under as my concealer because that's just not, it's not the vibe. I don't know. Looking at the Kosas, I feel like it's a product that I probably don't need. So, should I have maybe not have gotten it? Probably. But we're going to see how this... How exciting. Yeah, you're getting the inside scoop on. There's a couple different brushes that I'm testing. And Crystal is great. She's somebody that I have built a really great relationship with. I love supporting her. I love just working with her in general. So if you're in the market for new brushes, I would highly recommend checking them out. So let's see how this goes. Hi, Deidre. I think the concealer color makes a big difference. On fair, neutral, and warm concealer looks better sometimes. See, I feel like I typically like a pinky peachy toned concealer. Whenever they go too yellow, I don't usually like them. And I even feel that way about like the pink correctors. Sometimes I don't love how they always look. Same with powders. Like I have the Huda powder, and I prefer like the peach powder over the pink powder. But this is like, it looks nice so far. I'm not mad at it quite yet. What do you guys think? I think it's got decent coverage. Like, I'm going to say it's probably like a medium coverage. I feel like I'm not going to like this though. Like, just kind of looking and knowing my skin, I'm like, I could feel it coming that it's going to just all of a sudden start looking like shit like the foundation does. So if you're new to my channel, let me just add some over here so I could see what the actual like coverage looks like. We'll do like little spot correction in some areas. So what was I going to say? If you're new to my channel, what was I going to tell you? Oh, I underpaint. So if you're wondering why I do like my concealer before my foundation, it's just because I like it. I like the technique. Yeah, like, see how you still see it peeking through? I'm going to say this is like medium coverage. Looks nice on me now. Thank you, Sandy. That's the thing, though. Like, when I first apply Estee Lauder, the Double Wear Foundation, it looks incredible on my skin. But as it sits, it starts looking like garbage. But, so I know I was just saying, I feel like I don't need something like the Kosas, but because it's so brightening, I think it's going to, like, really nicely contrast for the underpainting technique. So, I'm not going to completely write this one off yet. We'll keep going. All right, so that was it for concealers. Let me put these back in the boxes so I remember what are my new products for when I do like a product roundup or whatever. And what's next? Do I have any cream contours? No. Let me use, because this is one I always recommend during the sale. And again, it's expensive. And this would be the time that I would highly recommend picking it up if you were interested. It's the Westman Atelier Contour Stick. So you could either apply it like this, where you run your brush through it and then apply it this way. You're going to get a more natural looking contour this way. So we're just going to carve out where our cheekbones should be. Or you could do one of these if you're, you know, like lazy bitch and want to get this done quickly. It just usually takes a little bit longer to blend, but it still very easily works right into the skin. Works really nice with the brush as well. See how nice, natural, everyday appropriate it is? And then we'll just quickly, like, this is what I like to do if I'm in a hurry. I just do one of those. Again, Westman Atelier Contour Stick. This is the shade Biscuit. I feel like if you're my skin tone and lighter, this would be ideal for you. If you're deeper than me, you might prefer Truffle. It's just Truffle is a little bit more warm than Biscuit. I feel like even though when I'm tan, so maybe even like, I would say fair to tan could probably get away with the Biscuit shade. And then if you go beyond that, or if you want just a more intense contour, but I just don't feel like the shade Truffle is an ideal contour. I think it's more of like a bronze. I got a piece of hair I'm trying to get out of my face right now. How are we liking with the complexion right now, though? Hey, boy, hey, girl. Hi, there. I love the Westman Atelier Contour Stick. This is one. Oh, my God. Chupapi Moñeño. Venice, what's up, bitch? I haven't seen you on here I haven't talked to you in forever. Oh, my God. I was just thinking about you and Mo the other day. I'm like, oh, my God. Remember when we used to have phone calls all the time? We used to have so much fun. Then I got off the internet and I stopped talking to everybody. But oh my God, we used to have so much fun. Chupapi. Oh, let's see. She said I had oh yes, I do. I have an affiliate code and link in the description box. It should be called Crystal Lee Cosmetics if you guys are wondering about the brushes. But this brush is not available yet. So if you're wanting something that is similar to this but bigger, it's the K21. Again, I'm just testing this, so it's a prototype, and we just need to start harassing Crystal to launch this brush. Just saying. Okay, the face is looking actually very nice right now. Okay, let's keep going. Next up, that was contour. Let's do bronzer real quick. This wasn't in my haul, but this is a newer product that I feel like if people are getting it, they're probably getting. Look, it's not sponsored by Westman Atelier, but I feel like if people are getting it, they're going to get it during the sale. So this is the Westman Atelier Bronzing Drops. Guys, I just want to note this really quick. Like, this is so hydrating. This primer. Wow. I could see some people being like, it's borderline greasy. So just be mindful. It might be almost like too hydrating for some people. Like if you're oily, I would say that's probably an easy pass. It's more for the dry skin girlies. The Hourglass primer is what I'm talking about. So I like to apply this just right to my hand, and then I'll go in with a brush. I'll use that K21 so you guys can see it. So this is my #1 recommendation from Crystal Lee Cosmetics, simply because I love how this is like the workhorse brush. And since I don't have any blush on, you're really going to see how this applies as a bronzer too. Because I talked about this in my recommendations video, but I already had blush all on, so you really couldn't see how it applied. But anyways, back to the K21. This is, to me, the workhorse brush of the line. The K1 is also fantastic, but this one is by far my favorite because I feel like I could do every aspect of my makeup with this one. So I'm just dipping into my hand. I have way too much on my hand. You really don't need a ton of this, but it's going to give you a natural looking bronze. Like if you're expecting a dramatic, just ridiculously bronzy bronze, that's not what you're going to get. I feel like this is a great product too to like mix in with foundations if you want to deepen them up a little bit, or if you just want to give a more skin-like finish, because it does have a more glowy finish to it. It's a beautiful product though. Oh, let's see what you guys are saying. What color of the concealer is it? Are you talking about the Estee Lauder concealer, or are you talking about the Kosas? The Kosas was the shade Magic. And then I think 2C was the Estee Lauder. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Hi, Ashley. Oh my God. It's so nice seeing you guys that I haven't seen in so long in the live chat. I'm so glad you guys didn't all forget about me. I want to do a quick little check-in on the under eyes, because I see things changing. And this is where I'm like, no. Like, this is where I can see where you guys say I'm entertaining, because it's like, underneath the eyes, because I do have, I'm going to try not to touch my face because everything is still wet, but I have to. See how we're starting to crease a little bit? So yeah, you definitely are going to need to set these products, at least the ones that I've been using. And you can see that they're still wet. So we're just going to boop, 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 blend them back out. We'll keep that in mind though, and we'll come back to see how they're looking after I do powder, because I always set my face with powder. So I'm not going to judge it too heavily based on that quite yet. Hold on, I need to get my makeup wipes to get this bronzer off my hand. Ah, life is just busy and it gets in the way sometimes. Fucking facts. Fucking facts. Oh, my skin looks great. Am I using tretinoin? I am not. I think my skin is looking so great, one, because I've been drinking a lot of water. I've made a lot of progress in like my overall health. My skincare routine hasn't changed too much. The only new product that I've added, it's the, what's the brand name? It's available at Target. Prequel. I started using this toner available through Prequel. And it's something that's comparable to like the Polish Choice BHA. I feel like they're very comparable products, but I've been using that one more recently. And I think it's just a little bit more hydrating on the skin versus the Polish Choice. But I feel like they're both equally effective. I think overall the reason my skin looks so glowy is, one, because of all the products that I have on right now. But two, it's also like I'm taking probiotics, digestive enzymes. Like I'm taking really good care of myself and I'm exercising. So I think that has definitely been a factor as well. Like I'm not going to sit here and pretend that those aren't going to be factors and it's just like a miracle product, because it's just not. That's just not real life, guys. All right, by the way, I just want to take a minute because I see that there's 79 people watching and only 45 thumbs ups. Are you enjoying yourself? Even if you're not, you can thumbs it down. That's cool too. But guys, take a minute. Hit the thumbs up. It's one simple little thing. It just it tells me and it tells YouTube that you guys like these types of videos. So I would love that. And you can subscribe and do all those things as well. Share the video with your friends that are equally as obsessed with Sephora as we are. Join the britches. All right, so I'm going to use this slip tint from Say for my complexion today. I'm a little nervous to add this on top of everything because I think we're going to look super glowy. But I feel like that's just the vibe. So we're just going to go for it. And then, depending on how this looks, because I feel like this is going to be, this could get interesting with, with the match. It's actually a pretty good match for me. I'm going to use the K1 from Krista Lee. This is the other brush that I was talking about that I recommend. Hang on, that's the wrong one. This one. And then this brush, I believe, is being discontinued. So if you wanted this type of brush, there's another brush that I'm going to use on the other side too, because that's one that I'm also testing. Let's just see how we're looking. So this is a skin tint. It's going to have, I'm going to say, like a more medium or a light coverage. I don't like the smell of this. It has almost like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you know how just clean beauty products have a specific type of smell? That's why. That's what it's reminding me of. This also feels like a more like wet formula. So I feel like knowing that, most definitely going to have to set it down. but it's looking super glowy. So if you're not into the glow, this could be an easy pass for you. I also just realized I haven't bought any foundations. This is the only complexion product that I bought during the sale so far, which is not normal. Usually I buy at least one foundation. So if there is a foundation that you guys want to see me review, please let me know. And then on this other side, this is the other prototype that I'm currently testing. And this brush, it's fucking massive, but I love it. This is another one. I'm like, don't change anything about it. Just launch it. So if you guys are curious about Crystal Lee Cosmetics, definitely check out the website. It is a small indie brand. And yeah, she's just working to be like the next big thing for brushes. And I think that they're fabulous. They use different fibers. They're called MCF fibers. So these fibers, they don't really hang on to product either. So washing your brushes is so easy because it doesn't hang on to product as much. Yeah, see how fucking glowy this is? Like, this makes me nervous. This is like Patrick Ta. If you are not familiar and if you were interested in that foundation, Patrick Ta, it's very wet. And this is one that it's like you could definitely feel it on the skin. Okay, which Givenchy one are you talking about? Is it the Prisme Libre one? That was the one that was in my Sephora cart, so you probably will see that one coming. This would not be something that I would typically go for because it's like, it's too much, but because it looks so pretty on my hand, like it's a beautiful finish. If I could tame this with powder, I'll be all about this life. But I am a little concerned because I feel like my like pores and texture are very popping right now. And I don't always love that either. So we'll see how it goes as we're adding things in. But I could see this being one product that I'm like, okay, this is not worth it to me because it's too much. But I'm not going to say too much quite yet. Let me calm down. All right, put that in the box, move it to the side. Next up, we have a powder. I didn't pick up any no loose powders. I only got pressed powder. So I am going to set my face. I'm going to use the Kosas powder so you guys could see it because I feel like since you guys were saying this is one that is being highly recommended, at least this way you could see it in action. Is this helpful for you guys, for me to be doing this? Feel free, let me know. I'm just trying to gauge the video based on what you guys are saying. So this is my really like only complaint about the powder is I don't love the packaging on it. But with this powder, I'm also going to use this Sephora Collection Powder Puff. I picked up 2 of these because I really like applying loose powder with these types of... Ooh, that's bigger than I thought. Ooh, and it's nice. Ooh, okay. Let's see how this works with my powder, though. All right, so I'm just going to even it out on the back of my hand. And then I'm not going to go all up in my under eye crease. Because sometimes when I put it too far up in there, it has like the opposite effect as far as it makes my under eyes look worse. Or I'll make sure that I apply a majority of the powder down here. And then as I'm like finished, that's when I'll bring it up underneath the eye. So this to me is like a powder. It's got a little bit of like radiance to it, I'm going to say. It's not a matte powder, at least in my opinion. I think that there is some sort of effect to the skin with this powder, but it's very natural. So just so you guys are like, pay attention to my pores and how it looks as I'm applying this. Let's see, where's the link for those brushes? It's not in the description of the box. Oh, it's not? It should be at the bottom under like my affiliate links. Or maybe it's just a code. There might be just a discount code. Like, I feel like this powder looks nice. This area right here is looking horrible, though. Like, I feel like so much texture is accentuated right there. And I feel like it's the Estee Lauder concealer. Because this is, like, the type shit that the foundation does to me. I shouldn't have bought it. I shouldn't have bought that fucking concealer. I should have known better. But I'm not gonna jump the gun. Don't jump the gun, Brittany. It could all come together, like, when I spray the face and everything, but just note, like, this right here, that's not okay for me. I have other products that don't do that don't look so unflattering. But, let's see. Okay, if you guys aren't seeing it, I'm going to add it into the description box after I'm done, because I could have swore that it was Crystal Cosmetics that was in there. But I think it's code BRITCHES 10, BRITCHES 10 or BRITCHES 15 at checkout. And then, yeah, I'll have to add that after. Where else would I have a link for that? Maybe on my link tree? I thought for sure it was at the bottom of the description box. It's okay, guys. I'll update it for you guys. Or if you guys want to comment after I post the video, you could comment and I will attach a link for you guys as well. I'll like respond to your comment. All right, so the powder, it's a nice powder. Is it my favorite powder of all time? No. Would this be the one that I'm like, guys, even at 20%, like run out and get it? I still wouldn't say get it. I would say support an indie brand and get the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas, or not Clean Canvas, the Gerard Cosmetics powder. I think this is one of the best powders on the market, and it's so underhyped. Like, there's certain things that it's like, save your money at Sephora and buy them elsewhere, and that's one of those products I would say that too. Not that I don't like it. That was gifted to me also, by the way, but yeah, I wouldn't repurchase it if that makes you feel better. Okay, so now I think we're moving on to the more like interesting part of the video, like where I feel like everybody's gonna be excited. So I'm gonna start with bronzer. I'm gonna start with the Laura Mercier Bronzing Duo, or what is this called? Bronze Color Infusion. So in this little compact, you have two powders. You have a matte powder and then a glow powder. I'm gonna try doing the matte first. But then how I feel like I would use this is mixing them together, but I want to show you them both. That way you could see just how you can manipulate the product. Where is the brush I want to use? So I'm going to use another brush that is also a prototype. And this is honestly, this might be my favorite one out of all the ones that I'm testing right now. In 2 weeks, tell us everything you're returning. You already know I'm going to have a follow-up. But as of right now, like, I feel like the skin looks decent, but I think, like, if you look at my previous videos where I'm wearing makeup, I think my skin looks significantly better in those videos. So that's just one of those things. Okay, moving on to the Laura Mercier. I see that there's almost 100 people watching, guys. I haven't seen that many people watch my video at one time in so long. Thank you guys all for being here. So this is the shade number 30. Definitely pigmented. So I would say be cautious, because I was not expecting that much pigmentation off of just a little like boop boop. So let me just wipe that off. And then I'm going to do the glow powder first on the other side, just so you could see what it looks like. And then this is the glow side. So the first one I did was the matte side, and then this is the glow. How I would use this, I would just fucking mix them together. That's at least what I would envision for myself. But it's nice to have the separate powders if you're somebody like me, that during like certain times of the year, I prefer something that is more like more glowy for spring, summer, but I want something that's usually more matte for fall, winter. It's just one of those things that I do. So on the forehead, I'm just going to mix them together because this is just what I envision for myself. And I feel like because the glow powder is a little lighter, you remember how I said that is like, it's more pigmented than I thought? Because it's the glow powder is lighter, I feel like it's like lightening up it a little bit. What did I just say? It's lightening it up a little bit. That's what I meant. All right, let's finish the 5 head. This is nice. I like this though. Very natural looking. It's not overly glowy. I think especially if I was wearing a complexion product that I really loved, I think this would look incredible. Like, I think this side looks really nice. And then this side also looks really nice. Let me take a mixture of the powders. So this was initially the glow side, and then this is what the glow and matte version look like together. I feel like I really like them together. How are we feeling about it? Was anybody even interested in it? I just like that it has the 2 different powders. And I feel like this is another one. It's brand new. It just launched, I think, like a week ago, maybe. And I haven't seen anybody review it yet. So here is a look at the Laura Mercier. And Laura Mercier, they're just, I think, one of those brands that they're so reliable. They usually come out with really great products and nobody talks about them because I don't know why. But I was also looking at the glosses in store. Like, their glosses look so pretty. But I think these both look really, really nice. So I could see myself really end up liking that. I think the forehead looks good. I want to use that with a complexion product that I love, because I feel like I'm seeing so much texture on my face right now that I'm just like, it's kind of driving me crazy, but whatever. We're going to keep going anyways. So bronzer, that was a good start. I'm into it. Next we have blush. And this is where, if you guys haven't liked the video yet, you need to, because we're talking about YSL. I swatched it in store, but it wasn't exciting. I feel like bronzers are never exciting, because I felt the same way. Like, when I swatched all the shades, I'm like, but then I'm like, it's a bronzer though. It's not usually super exciting, but I don't know, like, I think I like this side better with it just the matte, but I also think both of them together look really nice as well. Yeah, looks good. Nice tone. I agree. All right, so this is the YSL. These blushes are so fucking hyped. I'm surprised these aren't like all sold out, because everybody is talking about them. Everybody is recommending them. So what I want to do, since this is more of a peachy blush, I also picked up a Rare Beauty blush, because I initially thought about putting these two together. So I'm going to do this one by itself first, and then on my other cheek, I'm going to do the Rare Beauty and then layer it to see how it comes out. We shall see. I wasn't excited about it either, then I kept looking at it and I was intrigued. All right, so I'm going to take this one here. These do pick up very easily, so I'm just going to lightly go in on this side. I did this on the matte side because I know that this is more of like a satin finish. And I like to like build these up, because sometimes with a satin finish, it could accentuate. I don't expect this formula to accentuate any texture though, because I have the one shade and it looks beautiful. So it's just very light, natural, but you could definitely build it up to be a little bit more intense. But how I see myself using it, I don't think I would necessarily wear this by itself that much. I think I could, but I probably won't. I just really like how it's like a nice, soft, almost like brickish tangerine, maybe? I don't know, like when I look at this on the face though, remember how we were talking about it yesterday, how people were saying that they were comparing it to Orgasm? I don't think I would associate this with Orgasm on the face. When I swatched them side by side yesterday, I could see it, but looking at it like this, I'm like, I don't see Orgasm in that at all. So this is where I could see myself using it, because this blush is so intense that I'm almost intimidated to use it. And it's a formula I've never tried before, but look how bright this is. So this is from Rare Beauty, and this is the shade Grateful. Now, because it's so intense, I'm going to proceed very cautiously on this one, okay? And I'm going to use that prototype brush. I can't wait to see how fucking irritated you guys get with me as I'm using these. So I'm testing it on my hand right now just to see how it applies. So this is what it looks like. This is how it applies. So that's good. It's a formula I'm not familiar with. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to pop it back here. And this would be how I would use this in collaboration, in conjunction, whatever you want to say. I would use this with that YSL blush. See how it's got like the orangey tones, but it's a little bit deeper? So I would really deepen out this outer corner. I like to bring it also into my eye. It's almost like a blush veil is how I would probably say how I do my blush. And some people don't like it. That's fine. Mind your own business. So I will say about this formula that I'm noticing, like, I feel like you could easily unevenly apply. So you're going to really want to make sure that you're going over each area to really even it out, just because of how the formula is. But that is a beautiful color. I'm working in like very small amounts. See how like when you overly saturate it, now you got to really spend the time to blend it out, because that's just like the type of formula that it is. So that's not nothing that I'm like super crazy about. But if I really like the shade, it would be worth it. So I'm like, okay, I kind of went a little blush crazy, You could tame it down, just keep blending it out. I just really want to show you guys how this formula, it's going to react with your skin. So, again, I'm applying it in very thin layers. And as you can see, it's very easily manipulated. So you have this side, which is just that one blush by itself. Then we have this, which this is definitely my vibe. But I wish my complexion, I wish that I love the way my complexion looked right now, because I think it would look so much better. But then I would take something like this to be like, all right, we want to take this to another level. And it does have a sheen as far as like my skin looks so hydrated. But if I want to add that glow, this is where I'd be like, all right, let me take some of this YSL and just top it over the top. This is how I would use something like this. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily wear it like this all the time because it's like a barely there and I want a little bit more. But like this, I'm just like, bitch, this is summer skin. If I had to pick between this shade and the other shade, what was it, 42, the lightest one, I do like the other shade better. But this is definitely more suitable for when I have a tan. This is really pretty. I honestly I agree. I just saw Megan said Rare Beauty looks blurring. I agree. So I could see this being a formula that I end up really liking. It's just as long as I'm tiptoeing into that formula, because especially that shade is, you know, it's more pigmented. But it does have that cream to powder, slightly blurring, but also my skin did still look really nice as well. So this is beautiful. It might not look the best on my skin right now because I feel like I'm seeing so much texture, and this is just like an insecurity of mine with makeup. I wish I was wearing a complexion product that I liked, because I think that I would have done that way more justice. Because I think the YSL blushes are truly like extraordinary. Like, they're really great blush formulas, at least the ones that I've tried. Like the satin formula I think is stunning, but definitely on the Spency side. But that's where it's like, if you're gonna take advantage of a sale, that would be a product I would. I was eyeing the YSL blush, but the shade I want is sold out. Check in store. I believe that they're all in all like the Sephora stores. What shade are you looking for? So that was, did I even tell you what shade that was? I think it's Restless Rosé. Yes, Restless Rosé number 93 is the shade that I picked up. But I agree. I think it's beautiful. Moving on. We got a highlight. So this you could use as a highlight, or you could use this as a primer. I feel like most people use it as a primer. Since I wanted to use the Hourglass, I'm using it as a highlight today. Because I feel like technically this is labeled as the Glowy Super Gel Lightweight Multi-Purpose Illuminator. So it could be used as a highlight. So this is the shade, was it Rose Glow? Yes, Rose Glow. Just like the bronzer, I would apply it the same way. I would shear it out on my hand. And then I would take another prototype brush. Don't kill me, guys. And then just top off the cheek. Because like I said, I do feel like a lot of people use this as a primer, but it's not showcased as a highlight hardly ever. So this is going to give you more of that wet feel, but it will dry down. Very nice, beautiful, natural, almost like borderline sweaty highlight, but in the best way. I ordered the YSL in the shade 44. Yes. How many? I feel like everybody's probably put one of the fucking YSL ones. Oh, 105 watching. I clicked thumbs ups. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, there's 103 watching right now and 67 thumbs up. So guys, get it together. Yeah, this is pretty. Again, I just feel like my complexion's pissing me off. I feel like I'm not going to end up loving the, well, I must have picked up a little bit of blush with that last one, because now I got a Rudolph nose going on. Hold on, let me fix that. Looking like Rudolph. So that would be the one thing I would say, just be mindful of, that when you're applying it like an illuminator or like a highlight like I'm doing right now, you do potentially have the possibility of to like pick up what's underneath it, but it still looks very natural. Like, you don't see it, it just might grab onto your brush, just so you guys are aware. So I think that's really pretty. I would personally like to use this as a primer, so that's how I will most likely use it. I got the mini size though, because I think this is a really great product. I have other shades, and I just don't use it all the time, but it's a nice product. I do like it. Next we have, Let's do setting spray. We'll set this face. We'll go back to the eyes for a minute, and then we'll see how we go from there. So this is the Huda Beauty, the Easy Bake Setting Spray. I got the mini size. It says, made in Italy, shake well. All right, let me shake it up. Shake, shake, shake it up. And then I really like this part. Like, I think for travel, this is going to be great. The only downfall is when I spray my hand, it's got like MAC Fix Plus vibes where it's got like the droplets. So just be mindful of that. You might get droplets on your face. And I'm just going to really saturate the skin, baby. Let this dry down. The only downfall with those droplets is sometimes when you saturate your skin like I do, you'll see it. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit. Sometimes you might want to go over your face with like a sponge just to kind of melt everything. How are we feeling about the blush? Do we like the subtleness or do we like the more intense? I love me an intense blush moment. Let me just dry this down for a second. Yeah, you guys let me know how we're feeling. I just like to dry it down so that way I don't see how I got all those droplets all over. I don't love that. I feel like that would be an immediate turnoff for me with this setting spray. Like, no matter how good the formula is, that will still be a turnoff. It says it's like easy bake. It's supposed to be, is it supposed to be blurring? Hold on, let me look at this. See if it has any like claims on it. I don't think that it does though. You know what? Let me pull up the website real quick. I want to see if there is claims because I feel like with easy bake, people will tie it to be like blurring. And I don't feel like I'm seeing like any blurring from it. But let me calm down. This retails for $17. It says it's for 16-hour wear. So maybe it's more of design for longevity then. A long-lasting setting spray that blurs pores, controls shine, and locks makeup for 16 hours without drying out the skin. So as it's drying, do we think that I look less, like, do we feel like it made a difference? Because, I don't know. I don't think that it's making a difference for how my skin looks. I could see this making a difference for, like, the longevity of my makeup maybe, but I don't think that it made a difference in, like, controlling the way that my skin looks. What did it say again? Blurs pores, control shine. Maybe it will control shine. I still feel like I look pretty shiny though from the products that I used. It doesn't feel drying on the skin, so that's good. I'll keep you guys posted as I wear this. I think I'm gonna have to do like a wear test with this on one side and then nothing on the other. I feel like there's other setting sprays that I just overall like the feel of. That like droplet thing, that's a really big turn off for me. I don't love that. Okay, so I'll keep you guys posted on that one. Next we have the Hourglass Mini Vanish Airbrush Press Powder. So I normally tell you guys like, you know, I don't always buy Hourglass at Sephora because I know it's available at other retailers, but when I see new shit, you know, I'm more likely to buy it at Sephora because why wouldn't I want to get a new product at a discounted price? So this is what it looks like. I have never tried this powder before. So if you have tried it, because they have released it in a full size, I'll be curious to see how you guys feel about it though. With a pressed Givenchy blur even more right now. Your skin looks great on camera. I can't see the texture you're seeing. See, I feel like I see like all my pores in here and my texture up here. It could be too because I'm just insecure about it. So I want you guys to really see. Let me try to zoom you in just a little bit so we can see if this makes a difference. Yeah, like see all this right here? This is what I'm talking about. All right, so this is how we're looking. This is the Wayne Goss airbrush. I don't think this one's available anymore. Oh, but that just made that look so much better. That looks so much better. See, like that is an immediate difference, at least in my humble opinion. Have you guys tried this powder yet? Because like I said, this is not a new powder. It's just new as a mini. Let's do that one more time. Or do you guys want me to use the Givenchy on the other side? So like, I feel like you could see all of my texture right there. Let's just stick with this one. We'll do Givenchy and the next one if you guys want to see that one. All right, so I'm just loading up my brush. Take note. And then we'll see how this settles. That was the area that I was like, I don't know why it looks so textured right there. But I feel like that could be the Estee Lauder concealer. I don't know. Or it could be the Kosas, or it could be the foundation, but I feel like it's definitely the... you guys are saying Givenchy! If you guys want the Givenchy, I'll do another little like Sephora haul because... Or another Sephora haul try-on because I have more products that you guys voted for I could use in another video. Yeah, like this just made a really nice difference for me. And this, I like the size of it because this could be, like, I'm not this bitch, don't get it twisted. This would be something that I would, like, put in my purse. And it does come with this little fucking, this is so cute. So you could just keep it right in here, and you're like, oh, I need to touch up. Like, the idea is cute. But I do like the fact that it is, like, a mini size. Because this would be, like, my touch-up powder. I don't know. You guys know how I feel about Hourglass powders. I feel like they're just stunning. What? It doesn't suit your skin? You're, I think, the only person I've ever heard say that about Hourglass. I love Hourglass powders. Oh, that makes me sad. I love it. Alright, so that was, like, good start. And then, since I set my face with more powder, I would go in and just lightly... put more setting spray just to make it look more like one with the spin. Pretty powder. I agree. I think it's really pretty. I think that just made a huge difference for how I was feeling about this area right here. So that's good. I do think, though, I've used the Givenchy powder, I think, twice now. And I think that's a really nice powder, too. So, we're going to have to look. So very pretty on me. See, that's where Hourglass powders, they just work really well for me. All right, moving on, we've got brow pencil. This was a repurchase, technically, so this is technically my old one. The Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Eye Pencil. I'm going to show you guys. I wanted to do these in real time so that way you could see why I like this so much, because I can get my brows done just super quick. Because it's a little bit bigger, but you still can get pretty precise. Oh, that's not good. Let's try again. What are your guys' favorite brow products at Sephora? And guys, keep in mind too, I will have all these products linked down below as well. And I'll make sure that I update my Crystal Lee Cosmetics discount code and website for you guys as well. But if you guys are shopping the sale, I would love it if you would use my links. It takes so much time. So even if you don't use mine, use your favorite content creators' affiliate links because it's a free way to help support your favorite channels. I was going to say favorite people, but favorite channels, favorite socials, favorite influencers, whatever the fuck you want to call us. And I did see that there were a few of you that used my links, so thank you very much. And then, so you guys saw, that was one eyebrow. This one usually takes me a little longer because I'm trying to match it to the other one and it's a little bit thicker. But see how I'm just able to quickly get a nice little fade. I like a faded looking brow. Not too structured. I don't do like the lamination looking brows. I don't mix up a bunch of different products. I like to just use one because my least favorite part of makeup is the fucking eyebrows. Like the people that do their brows with like 4 different products could not be me. I'm like, nope, give me a pencil. And I don't think that this is like a necessity. It's nothing like super revolutionary. I think there's other brow pencils that are comparable to this one. Rare Beauty, I just like because, I don't know, I really like the brand. And then it's also a little more affordable, I think, than other brow pencils. Like the Brow Cheat is very similar to this one. I just got to thicken up this brow a little bit. I feel like the shape of it is very comparable to Brow Cheat, but Brow Cheat is, I think, like $10 more or something like that. The brows are good enough. Like, you guys aren't going to give a fuck. It's fine. Okay, moving on. I would normally finish my eyes, so let's do that real quick. This will be a quick one. So far, my favorite brow is Benefit. I've tried so many, but I always go back to it. I do love also the not Gimme Brow. It's the, this one. I love the packaging. I think it's super cute. It's the Precisely My Brow. I do really like Benefit as well. I think Benefit does a great job at like tones. I think that's also what I really like about the Rare Beauty one too, because I like a cool tone brow, and I find that a lot of brands don't do cool tones that great. A lot of them are very warm tone. And you can't forget about the original, like Anastasia Beverly Hills with the brows. I almost bought a brow pencil the other day, but I'm like, nah, I'll get one when they're like, buy one, or not buy one, get one, when they're half off during the 21 Days of Beauty again, or something like that. So I'm just using that same brown shade that I used on the outer corner, the shade Bark. It's almost like an orangey tone brown. And then I'll also use the shade, I think it's pronounced Floss or Floss. And just lightly blend underneath that. I think this palette is really pretty for not only spring, but I think even for fall, this palette will be really pretty. So, all year, I would say. Let me touch up. I really need to wash my brushes. Let this be a friendly reminder to everybody to wash your brushes. Wash your brushes, you dirt balls. Just kidding. I haven't washed mine in like probably a month, so you ain't getting no judgment from me ever. The brows went on so quick. See, that's why I like that product. Super quick, because ain't nobody got time for my least favorite part of my makeup routine. I hate doing eyebrows. Like, every time I get to the brows, and you know what's funny? Like, whenever I used to freelance, that would be my least favorite part to do on other people as well. Because I feel like brows, it, like, so quickly makes or breaks the look. And when I have a bad brow day, I immediately hate, like, everything else. So I think that's why I hate the brows so much. Because it could completely change the outcome of the result. I have YSL shade 44 Nude Lavier in my cart. So spency. So spency. But I will say that I think that the YSL blushes are definitely worth it. The formula and the packaging is 10 out of 10. So good. Like, I think the packaging sells it, but the formula is also incredible. I love it. Okay, then I'm going to take the shade Crisp. This is just the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm going to do inner corner highlight. How are we feeling about the Bloom palette? Do you guys like it? Do you not care about it? I think it's a nice addition to the Natasha Denona line. And I do like the midi concept. I just wish that she would do like another Metropolis. Who remembers Metropolis? Because, oh, what a time. What a time for the makeup industry when there was palettes like Metropolis. Oh my god. I wish she would do those again because I loved having a bigger variety. I like the idea of the midis though because it's like, okay, you get to get this formula and then it's not going to cost so much money. But I don't know, like I said, I just feel like something has changed with the overall formula of some of these. I almost feel like they're more powdery. But they're still good. Like, I could talk shit, but Natasha can still back it up. It's too warm toned. I could see that. I could see people not liking it because it's warm. Because this palette, it definitely does lean warm. She Warm. I really need to use this shade right here. Let me pop some on here. I'm like, let me just see what we're working with. Just to add a... I keep going to look and I still got... I can't see. I still got the thing on the mirror. Okay, that's cute. I feel like this is very like summer vibey. Almost like a transitional palette from spring to summer. But like these tones with a tan would look so fucking good. Bloom palette too. Oh, I already read that one. Oh wait, Bloom palette too warm for me. I already have so similar shades. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like we're at the point with palettes where it's like it's getting really hard to impress with palettes because it's like there's so fucking many. And there's so many good ones. There's so many good indie brands that are out here killing the game. I get it. All right, let's use the Rare Beauty. Like I said, I'm convinced that my stepdaughter took this one from me. So hopefully she doesn't get her little paws on this one. But everybody says this is like hairspray for your eyebrows, so... I think the most hairspray-like brow gel that I've ever used was the Patrick Ta. What, have you guys seen, too, how big that fucking body cream is? I was shook. Like, when I seen it in store, I'm like, oh, damn, that's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's what she said. Okay. Thank you. All right, now we're going to try the Makeup by Mario mascara. So this is what the wand looks like. I feel like this is comparable to... There was one from L'Oreal with this same style, I think. I like that it's not so far. It doesn't feel too wet. I do like that it is a, like, actual brush applicator. There's nothing I dislike more in a mascara than a plastic. You know the plastic applicators that sometimes scratch your eyelid? Those are immediate no's for me. I saw the body cream and thought of your video. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, they're fucking huge. I don't know, I feel, unpopular opinion time, I feel like the new packaging for the Patrick Ta is cheap. I feel like it looks cheaper. It used to look more luxurious, because I could tell that the testers that were put out were, like, just put out, because they were barely touched. And it was like, I opened the one for the body oil, and it's like you could feel the inner component almost like shaking around. I'm like, that's a nah. You can't go from having great packaging to cheaper packaging. You just can't do that. And then especially for the same, if not more, I can't remember if the, what like the pricing difference is, but all right. So let me just give you like my instinctual first impressions on this mascara. It's a fucking mascara. I would have to wear this all day to know if it works well as far as for like flaking and stuff like that. From what I have heard so far, I haven't really heard that great of things about it, to be honest. So if this doesn't rock my world, this will definitely be one that I don't keep, just because ain't nobody got time for a shitty ass mascara that's gonna flake. So it doesn't feel like overly wet, which I like. I do like that it's not like irritating my eye or anything like that. Let's see if I can get my lower lash line. Yeah, I can get my lower lash line pretty well. So if this wears well, this would be a mascara that I would like. Just because like I put lashes on anyways. Like no mascara is going to completely revolutionize the way that I do mascara. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't feel like I have great lashes. And no matter what the mascara is, it's not going to give me the effect of what my eyes look like when I'm wearing false lashes. Because that's the point of the false lashes, guys. So I think one of my favorite people to follow for mascara recommendations, if you have really great lashes, is Charlotte Holdcroft. So, yeah, like, to me, as it stands right now, like, it feels like a mascara. It applies nicely, but it's not making me, like, squeal over a mascara. Can I think of another palette that is similar to Bloom for another brand? Pure curiosity. I'd really have to look through my collection. I feel like we've seen something from Unearthly, though. Like, Unearthly has some of my favorite eyeshadows. So, off the bat, I'm like, I'm sure they have something. Like, there was, like, the Queen of the Dawn or something. Like, there was a palette that they did before that I remember had, like, a red, orangish color story. I'm going to go in with my Makeup by Mario lip liner in the shade Daniel. And the one that I always hear people talk about is the shade Toasty for this formula. If you have any recommendations on shades, please let me know, because I swatched these in the Sephora Kohl's, but there was only like 5 shades I could swatch. But then when I went to the other store, I was kind of like swatched out at the time. So I was like, all right, I don't feel like swatching lip liners. But I saw that there was way more shades. So I feel like if I like this formula, I might go back and get some more. I heard rumors of a new Metropolis coming too. Really? Really? Oh my god. Oh, I've seen that Metropolis palette commercial dozens of times. I wonder if she'd bring it back. I hope she doesn't bring it back. I hope she launches a new one. Oh my god, Metropolis was such a good palette. Oh, I loved it. And that was when she had the really great formulas. Like, if you have used, like, the old palettes versus the new palettes, am I the only one that thinks they're not the same? I'm just really trying to get all of the shit off my lips. This is why this is taking me an eternity now, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, let me go in now with that Makeup by Mario. I see the Makeup by Mario mascara used a few times and it looked horrible on both people. Made their lashes fall and point down almost. I'm not interested at all. Yeah, like, I don't feel like it's really doing anything for, like, volume. It's definitely not an impressive mascara. I'm not going to disagree with that. Sorry, Mario. Love you, but I think that one's going to be a pass for me. All right, let me line these lips really quick. So right out the bat, I've never used these lip liners before. I like that they have like a little bit of tug, because when they're super creamy sometimes, that usually means they're not going to last. So when they have a tug, like, it almost feels like, to some people it might be a turnoff because it feels like it's too drying. But when they set down, they usually don't budge if they have a tug. I feel like this, like, overall whole look is looking so pretty, though. I need to, I feel like I need to touch that up over there. Oh, the Bibo is so good. That's, I think, the best palette ever made. What's your guys', like, if you had to pick one palette ever, what's your favorite? Mine would be Biba. I'd say, yeah. Biba, yeah. I was going to say, I'd say Biba or Sorcerer's Smoke, but I think I would still pick Biba over Sorcerer's Smoke because it just has more of what I like. Yeah, I could see myself really liking these lip liners because it's got the perfect amount of tug. And it's like, once it's on there, then it gonna move. And that color's really nice. I think that color is going really nice with this whole look. So that's the shade Daniel. Now, I'm so excited to put this on because I think it's going to be even more beautiful. The YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss. Guys, if you have not swatched these, let me see. Hold on. Let me try to pull this in really quick. I took a video and picture of the swatches of all these shades yesterday. And I just want to show you guys. No, that's not them. Right here. You're probably going to hear my computer like ding because I'm airdropping this to my computer right now. Look, the beauty of live, guys. Oh, the Melt Rust. Yes. So I'm going to pull this into the screen and let's see. Let's see how fast I can do this. Pull in a video just so you could see what it looks like. Animated overlay. Are you guys seeing that right there? These are the swatches of all of those lip shines. I think they are so pretty. Yeah, need I say more? Okay, the only downfall about these, and this is going to go perfectly with this look. The only downfall of this is the smell for me. I don't like the smell. If you could get past it's got to me like a mango borderline cat piss smell. And I'm like, motherfucker. Because are you guys like me where you feel like mango smells like cat piss? Because I sense it, and it's so cringe to say as I'm putting it on my lips, but this is fucking beautiful. This is the shade number 5. And I think for summer, I'm going to wear the absolute piss out of this. Let's add one more layer. It's got a little bit of sparkle in this color. So some of the colors... Oh, and it feels so good on the lips. Oh, if they were to just change the scent, this would be a 10 out of 10. I have to deduct a point for the scent because the scent is not good. I'm going to see as I'm wearing it, though, if I eventually stop noticing it. But the way this feels... So I always tell you guys, I'm not typically a lip oil girly, because I always prefer a lip gloss because they're going to be more long lasting. This has the texture of what a lip gloss feels like. So that tells me it's going to feel like a lip gloss, but it's going to have the nourishment that Yes, it's going to have the nourishment of a lip oil. It smells like juicy fruit gum. I think it smells like mango. Oh, the lip oil is already sold out. Yes, I saw that this shade specifically is sold out online, but in store it's available. I got mine in store. No, you're definitely not the only one. Actually, you know what's funny? So if you guys didn't know, I do like alcohol taste tests on my bar's TikTok page, and every fucking liquor, like canned cocktail, it usually has a mango in it, and I say that in almost all of my videos of like, but does it smell like cat piss? And everybody's like, oh my god, I thought I was the only one that thought that. And I'm just like, nah, you're not. Okay, the more that I'm like layering this look right now, the more that I'm so into it. I think this looks so pretty. Macy's team has them 50% off. Ooh! Okay, so if you're interested in this color and you don't have access to a store, and if you aren't wanting to wait, you could get them at Macy's. That ends tonight. I'll link that below too. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. I will add that to my link. So if my links are confusing for you guys, because I'm doing my links a little bit different than how I used to. I used to list all the products and then put a link after. So what I use now, it's called Shop My. So basically, I'll leave one link down below. You click on that link and it takes you to my Shop My. And then it will list all of the products in one little, like, so basically you could like pick the category. So I have like a YouTube category, an Instagram, makeup looks, and then just like makeup, skincare, hair care section. So I usually post my YouTube videos in there and then all the products that I talk about. And you just click on the link from that right there and it will take you. Okay, the way that this is feeling on my lips feels so nice. Like, it feels like it has like a warming sensation too. I feel like my lips look plumper. What do you guys think? That lip is worth the cat piss smell. I mean, it doesn't smell exactly like cat piss, but it has that slight, like, it just has that mango scent. And I think sometimes mango can smell like cat piss. Oh, I just put my second order in. I hope I'm done. Oh my gosh. It's probably a good thing that you just got here because you probably would have been influenced to buy something else. Because we tried a bunch of stuff. So I wanted to put these on because I did pick these up during the sale as well. These are the House of Lashes Iconic Minis. So these are just lashes that I love. They're a little bit more dramatic. I feel like they're not going to really go with the look, but whatever. We're going to put them on anyways. I just really like these because they fit my eye better, and they were on sale for $6. And then you get the 20% off on top of that. So, steal. Gorgeous eye. Thanks, girl. So, tell me, guys, what have you guys got? Now, I wonder if I'm walking around smelling like Cappy when I wear Mango Mood body spray. She's going to be so insecure about that now. Don't get it twisted. Not all mango smells like that. So I'm sure you're fine. Because sometimes mango doesn't. It's just, you know. What do we think, though? What do we think about all the products that we used today while I'm getting this lash glue all applied? I was underwhelmed by the Westman Blush Duo. Really? I don't know. Like, I really love Westman Atelier. So many of their products. I don't think that the blushes, though, are, like, my favorite thing. Like, are you talking about the powder blush duo, I'm assuming? So I have one of the blushes. It was like a limited edition launch or something. And honestly, the powder blush formula was one of my least favorite products. And it's just because it's not anything like extraordinary. But I think what is going to be appealing about those blush duos is it's just an addition to the line. Oh, let's see. And I'm pretty light. That's the shade that I'm wearing right now if you're talking about the Laura Mercier bronzer duo. I ordered a bunch of the mini lip products. I don't know why I'm excited about them. I love that. Girl, be excited. All right, let me just get this dried down a little bit. Yes, the powder duo. Yeah, I'm going to get at least one. I need to get at least one to try it. I initially was going to order them all off of the Westman website, but then I'm like, nah, like, let's be smarter about this, and let's wait for the sale. And then the one that I really wanted is currently sold out because I somehow missed when it initially dropped, and I am seeing it being talked about quite a bit. I'm so excited to see that more people are getting on with Westman Atelier. And I'm just over here like, yeah, it's about fucking time. It's about fucking time y'all started talking about this brand because their products are fire. I think if I had to pick a favorite from Westman Atelier, though, honestly, the Face Trace Contour Stick, because I've gone through so many of them by now. But also the lipsticks. I think the lipsticks are so underrated because there's no other formula like them. This inner corner really does not want to cooperate. I'm going to move on to the other one because the Slash Glue is probably too dry. I might have to reposition that one. But again, guys, I tell you that, you know, my application does not always come out perfectly. Sometimes the lashes just want to be a pain in the dick. And today is one of those days. What I got? The Dior Universal Highlighter, some extra Charlotte Tilbury powder, YSL Rose Haze color, Makeup by Mario spray, Iconic London Prep spray, Pat McGrath's new palette, Prada palette, and a whole store. The whole store. I think the one that I'm the most excited about for like my online order is that Sarah Creel concealer. I have heard so many people recommending that. And it's by so many people that I trust their opinions. And I was definitely excited to save 20% on that concealer too. Because definitely more on the spency side for a concealer. I think I need to use... Wow, I haven't worn these lashes in so long. I forgot how like dramatic they are. So sometimes when it's not blending the way that I want to, I'll just go in with my little handy dandy eyelash curler. And sometimes this helps with just getting the band closer to my lid. I'm going to go back and watch what I missed. I was going to try to do that now, but I want to be live. I love that you guys still love watching these lives. And, you know, that's where I'm like, I came back to YouTube and I was posting like my recorded videos. And then I do one live and I'm like, okay, you guys just prefer lives. It's so funny because I'm like, I feel like I edit content pretty well. And I'm like, why don't you guys like my edited content? I want you guys to love it. But you guys always watch my lives so much more. So, and the only thing that I have to validate that is the fact that the views are just like significantly better. So is it like you guys just prefer the lives, or is it, are you guys not seeing my recorded content? What's the tea, sis? Are you saying the Laura Mercier duos are light? You swatched them. I did, hold on, let me pull this, let me airdrop real quick, because if you guys are asking about the Laura Mercier bronzers, I also swatched those as well. Let me see. I'm so proud of myself that I didn't buy any of those NARS palettes. So proud. Okay, I could have swore. Oh, right here. Let me airdrop this in, and you guys will be able to see. See, this is the beauty of lives. Like, I can give you what you want. I got what you want. I got what you need. Oh, shit. What did I do? Am I still good? Can you guys still see me? Okay, I think we're good. All right, so let me airdrop in. These are going to be swatches of those. Are you guys seeing that? Oh, fuck. I just fucked that up. There we go. Thank you, Paula. So these are swatches of the Laura Mercier. Let me get myself in here. So I'm not sure. The furthest one to me is the lightest shade, and then to the darkest shade, which is the closest to, or no, the darkest shade is technically on the bottom, but it goes lightest over here to darkest, which is closest to me. That was how I swatched them. So the one that I have is, so I basically swatched it like the matte and then the glow. So you've got the first two, which are the furthest away from me. That's the lightest shade, then my shade, then the one darkest or darker one to me, and then the darkest one is on the bottom. Hopefully that helps. Let's see. I only watched one of your videos, Britt. It was way too fast, kind of like caffeine overload. Good to know, because I feel like I film them and edit, or not film them. I edit them that way because I feel like people's attention spans are like this big. So thank you for telling me that, because I could easily slow that down. But yeah, I could totally see where that makes sense though, for sure. See, this is why I love when you guys leave comments like that, because it helps me make the content for you better. So I can try switching that up, but I think overall I do really like doing lives, because I think it's just, one, it's more authentic, and you really see the tea. The only downfall is I feel like they're just like a clusterfuck. Like, I have done so many videos where I'll be done with the video and I'm like, fuck, I forgot to mention this, or fuck, I meant to talk about this and I didn't. I've had that happen to me so many times where I'm like, I feel like I'm not giving you guys what you want, but if you guys are enjoying them still, like, I'll just keep fucking doing them and just say YOLO. Look, this is what I'm looking for. You prefer the long form content? Thank you guys for your feedback, because it really does help. That's good to know. Alright, I'm going to use my Tarte Fake Awake. This is another really great product available at Sephora. Like, I'm barely touching my eye, and you could see just how pigmented. My eyes are really watery today, though, so if it's not as glidey, it's because my eyes are, like, irritated as fuck right now. Let's see. Sorry if you mentioned already. How are you feeling about the Prada liner? I haven't gotten them yet. I ordered 2 of them, though, so I will keep you guys posted when those come in. Not for YouTube, but people on YouTube, they want long form. Yeah, I noticed that, too. Like, TikTok is definitely all about the, like, short form, quick, like, caffeine overload, like she was saying. But yeah, I could totally see where YouTube is definitely a different type of audience. And I see it, too. That's why a lot of people don't like TikTok, is because it's too fast. You feel like SC and EL. So Sarah Creel and Estee Lauder, please don't say they're the same. Because, like, I feel like on camera, my skin looks really nice, but I don't love the way that it looks in person. Did I win last night at the casino? I broke even last night, so that's a win for me. I was doing really well, but so there's this one machine that I always love playing. And I always look at, I want to add more because this feels so nice on the lips. There's this one machine, I think it's called like Samurai 888 or something like that. I fucking love this game. But you can go through money so fucking fast on it. So I have never seen the grand. So you've got like mini, minor, major, and grand. I've never seen the grand this high. So of course I'm sitting there just like a fucking maniac going, pushing the button. I love pushing the button. We're actually talking about possibly going back tonight because it's like, well, I didn't lose anything last night. So, and it's not far from our house. And then because we go there, well, we used to go there way more often. I just got to touch up my other cheek because I think we might leave. It's like we get like free dinners and shit. So it's like we go there for dinner for free. Why the fuck not? Breaking even is a win. Fuck yeah. And I just have fun. Like, I was never really a gambler. And then my husband got really into it. And he likes cards. So I prefer the slots. And it's very relaxing until you're stressed out that you're losing. I'm going to top off this blush on the other side. Yeah, but I don't know. I really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. And then it's really entertaining, too, when you're near people that are, like, losing, but then they're winning. Look, I just put it on the wrong side of my face like a dumbass. I'm just using the Rare Beauty blush right now. Oh, let's see. I was at a casino last week for conference. Didn't gamble once. See, I don't have to. I like it. I like to gamble. But props to you for not, because it's always so tempting. Always. And I don't know if we talked about this on here or if it was on my TikTok live. So you guys all probably know Chris Brown's going on tour this year. And we got tickets to one of his shows and we're going to the Vegas show. And I'm so fucking excited about it because we got 1, really good seats. But then 2, it's Vegas. So it's like, we can go gambling. I need to start saving my money now, and the fucking Sephora sale is not helping me do that by any means. Did you guys also see, if you are on TikTok, I posted this little trend today. Have you guys left a comment on it yet? Because I am dying to know, like, how much people spent, who they're not telling. Oh, let's see. Oh, the fake wig. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, are we going to get a haul from you? Because, oh my God, if you guys don't follow Sarah Smiles Loves Makeup, her hauls are iconic. She always goes so hard and I fucking live for it. I'm just adding a little bit more of the YSL blush so it's like balanced on each side. I just applied it to the wrong side again. Whenever I'm like using my viewfinder as my mirror, I always do that. I like put it on the wrong side because to me it's opposite. I know, Sarah, we're almost done today though, but I'm glad you're here. Hi, Caitlin. All right, guys, while you're still here, I see that there's 109 thumbs ups and only 80, or there's 109 watching and only 87 thumbs ups. I'm going to need you guys to match that number. Like, come on. You can do it. It's a simple, like, little tap. Thumbs it up. Do me a solid. We've spent so much time, so much money. It's the least you can do. So, guys, I would love to know, what is your favorite product that you guys saw me use today? I'm going to do one more product because I want to set my face one more time. I'm going to use the Kosas. Did I try the new Dior bronzer? I did not, because one, I think the shades are kind of like fucked up. Like, first of all, the shade range is trash, but I saw that it's available at Ulta, so I might grab one from there, but we shall see. All right, so this spray is more of my speed, and this is supposed to be one of those like blurring type sprays. The spray on this is way better than the Huda, I will say that. Like, it just feels more even. I'm not getting those droplets all over my face. Now, let's see if, as it dries, if it does anything for the blurring aspect. You guys can tell me as you're watching. And in the meantime, if you're new here, you can take a minute to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. You could, let's see, where else can you follow me? TikTok and Instagram are like the main two. But then you can also use my links that are in the description box if you're shopping the sale. I would love that. It's just a free way to support my channel, or you could use any of your favorite creators like I always say. And I would love to know, what do you guys think is your favorite part of today's video? I'm loving this lip right now. I think the lip cocktail is so pretty. And one thing I notice about this like lip oil formula is I feel like because it has that warming sensation and you get that like subtle plumping effect, my lines don't, or my lip lines don't really look that visible either. I feel like it just gives like a juicy like pout. I think it's so pretty. I only really shop during the sale. Buy the staples and a few new goodies. Yes. Charlotte Tilbury Peach Duo, and Dove setting sprays, Fenty and Huda. I've heard really good things about the Fenty spray. How much I spent between me and the fact I'm not going out for lunch for the next 2 weeks. It's fine. I love it. So I think, let's see, most impressive. What do I want to say is most impressive for me today? Probably like the lip oil. I think the lip oil is really nice. I think the Hourglass primer is going to be a really nice one too. I'm not mad at anything yet. I could see myself not loving the Say Slip Tint. I think this just might be too dewy for me. And I think it's not super flattering because it's so dewy. I'm going to start paying attention to the Estee Lauder concealer too. It could also be the Kosas one. Overall, I still feel like the Kosas is probably like unnecessary for me. I think that's probably an unnecessary product that I really don't need. And the Estee Lauder, I just want to see as far as if that is what was accentuating so much texture. Oh, let's see. I co-signed the Fenty spray. Good to know. Thanks, girl. So the color of the lip, it was the shade Daniel from the Makeup by Mario lip liner. And then the color of the YSL was number 5. This is currently sold out online, but I would keep checking, like turn on an alert. It's called California Sunshine. And I think it's stunning. And just so you guys are aware, I didn't buy the Bloom palette during the sale. I bought it before, like when it dropped. But I think this look is super pretty. It would be still a palette, I would say, like if you're into it, if you like the color story. Because I do really still like Natasha palettes. It's just they're not the same as what they used to be. That's it. I don't like the Say Slip Tint. I tried it years ago. It was like greasy and dry at the same time. I feel like it's very wet. And that's what I'm not loving about it, because it's more wet, it feels heavier on the skin, and I don't love that. I keep hearing great things about the YSL blush. It's fantastic. Highly recommend. Does the YSL blur on the lips? I think it's giving me definitely some sort of effect of, I don't know if it's, oh, does it burn? I read blur, like my mind registered blur. No, it doesn't burn. If anything, I feel like a warming sensation, but it's not burning by any means. To me, it's very comfortable, but it's just like, I feel like because it's a warming sensation, it's almost creating an effect and plumping my lips without it being burning, if that makes sense. Very minor. I think it's very comfortable. It did blur, you think so? I'll have to watch the playback just to see if I notice a difference. I also am really into this blush. Like, I really wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the Rare Beauty formula, but I think it's very, very pretty. Like, this color is gorgeous. You know what it reminds me of? Remember how I used to love Golden Hour from Tower 28? It's kind of giving me that, but it's just a completely different formula. Like, it's not sticky. It's not dewy. It's blurring. I think that is going to be a formula that I do quite like. Let's see. Okay, I heard that too. It burns. No, to me, I don't think it burns. I'm not very uncomfortable. Like, I'm chilling. I buy so much makeup every month, so but I will find stuff to buy during the sale. Of course you do. I cannot wait to see all of your goodies, because I'm pretty sure you still do content, right? I better see a haul, because your hauls were always like top tier. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. This is the final look. I think everything does look beautiful. Some of the products we just had to work with a little bit, but again, just keep in mind this was like first impression territory. Everything that I used today was completely new, so I'm not sure, you know, if they're working a certain way, but over time I will come back and I'll keep you guys posted throughout my other lives on how I'm feeling about products. And I'll most likely, like maybe like a month from now, I'll do like a recap. And I still have other products that we are going to feature in other videos. Like, I have both of these Sephora palettes still. We've got the iconic Underglow Blurring Primer. We also have the Polite Society Cabana Club Blurring Bronzer. Wow, so many B's. We've got a shit ton of blushes, what feels like. We've got 3 other formulas we need to try. We've got the Gissu lip oil still. I would recommend, if you guys are really enjoying yourselves, you could also go back a video and you could watch my overall Sephora haul, because I picked up so many fragrances. We picked up a lot, and I'm still not done. So stay tuned for a future haul as well. And I will try to come back tomorrow to do another video for you guys. So I hope to see you guys in my next one. And don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notifications. That way you're notified when I upload a new video. And also follow me on Insta Story especially, because that's where I usually post the links. If you want to just like tap to join, that's where I usually post them, is on my Insta Story. So before you guys leave, don't forget to like, thumbs it up, thumbs it down, whatever you want to do. And I will hopefully see you guys in my next one. Okay, bye.